Hey there, Viverika here, reporting for duty on a trigger. Thank you so much for shuffling states of emergency into adoption spirit magic with us and steering clear of danger. Heartily, we are grateful. In this session, we are exploring Venus in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces at 26 degrees, and then sextiling Jupiter in Aries at 27 degrees on May 4th, 2023. But before that, some disclaimers. I am not a doctor, lawyer, therapist. I'm a fortune teller. So what I offer is no substitute for their services. Furthermore, what I share does not determine your future. Only your intentions and actions do. So please use your gifts of discernment before deciding what to gather and take away. And of course, please take only what resonates and blow like a kiss the rest back to the universe for cosmic composting into beauty. This reading is intended for fun and games, for shits and giggles, for entertainment, for flexing our heart, mind, body, soul, emotion, spirit, intuition. And at the least, I hope to cause harm to none. And at the most, I hope I may assist you on your healing path. All that said, let's clear the space. Thank you for holding the intention of seeing only love, and only love we shall see. And here we go. I'm for some reason being called to do it lefty. All right. Mind, body, speech, and perfect oneness. I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Om. Peace. Shanti. Thank you. Those of you who have been hanging out may notice there's some different situations happening here. And we have rolled the dice and the living altar, an oracle and spell deck by the Radical Witch by Kiki Robinson, and Elvadroma Marzana Radzasuski was chosen. And you can find out more about them online at thelivingaltar.com. And you may hang out with them on other social media like Instagram. And they have a podcast that you can check out, Altars Up Witches. So much that you can tap into. Such brilliant souls. And these are garnets. I think it's the rhombic dodecahedron, but quadruple check me. And then we have my lepidolite angel in between them. And God bless him. Some iolite and some more lepidolite over there. Oh, and the chakras. Chakra stones. There's a lingam. And these two different color jaspers, red and yellow. And I have those backwards. God bless it. There we go. Carnelian in the middle. This is that lingam. You can check out 4, 5, 6, 7, 27 different resources to see the different properties of all of these crystal energies and see what resonates with you. Because we're all different psychosocial science experiments, and what resonates for you may be different than me. And to help make this reading more meaningful for you, I enjoy inviting you to explore. And so this is red jasper, yellow jasper, carnelian, turquoise. Turquoise is in the incorrect spot as well. Rose quartz, turquoise, thank you very much. God bless it. Sodalite. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, I'll bring them all over. So we have that lingam, the red jasper. Venus is so lovely. Venus in Gemini, about communication and the details. Here's the carnelian. But of course, quadruple check. See what resonates with you. Here is the yellow jasper. I do believe. It's so beautiful. And then some rose quartz. This set is thanks to Spiritual Destinies, Infinite Promises from New Bedford. Nancy Jane Bernardo and Judy Ramos. And their crystal energy healing courses and center. Pre-pandemic era. That's some turquoise. We were so grateful. Here's some sodalite. This is for the Ajna chakra. This has like glimmers of gold in it. And then we have amethyst. And some clear quartz. Yeah. So fun. And I think these are jasper horses. But they could be plastic. And then a piece of the belly dancing hip scarf that we recovered in the vehicle. Yeah. So perhaps some of these assist you through this time period whenever you are tuning into this, about Venus and Gemini squaring Neptune and Pisces at 26 degrees, and then sextiling Jupiter and Aries at 27 degrees. Very exciting. So we have the altars, the living altar. And let's see what the living altar has to tell us about moving forward, minding our business in the highest love and light during this time. And you are a whole, full, loving, powerful spiritual being, and so am I. And we thank your source, spirit team, angels, galaxy guides, ancestors, saints, sages, gods, goddesses, universes here for the highest love and light, as well as mine. And we thank your source and my source for immediately shifting the situations into what they need to be, offering necessary insights, healings, acts of grace, protection. Heartily, we are grateful. Thank you. So let's see what may help us move forward, minding our business in the highest love and light during this time. May 4th, with Venus has this activity, making a square and then making a sextile. And we have the new moon. And it appears the new moon is on the, 19th of this month. So perhaps that's giving a heads up that this shall be unfolding between now and then. Or perhaps it's bringing up a prior new moon. Is it correct that the last time there was this new moon in Scorpio was November 2021? I don't know. Quadruple check me. So that new moon, if you have journals, you can go back and check, quadruple check, when there was a new moon like this coming up before. Yeah, I think I'm incorrect. I'm getting confused with the full moon that's coming up on the 5th of May, 2023. God bless it. So this new moon looks like it has gems popping out of the top. It looks like it's got some runes and that beautiful blue. Reminds me of the Ajna chakra. And the reds reminding me of the root chakra. So the card has 3 parts: the Witch's Wheel correspondence, the spell, and the guiding messages. So I invite you to come back and check out any of those pieces to help these integrate, and maybe you find yourself investigating a bunch of witches' wheels and then making your own if you haven't done that already, to help deepen this reading. Or perhaps you come back and repeat the spell multiple times to help activate. And you may also come back and check out the guiding messages to reflect upon them or journal on them, or however you mull things over and make them your own. So all that said, let's jump in. The Witch's Wheel correspondence. There's maybe 10 words, and here they are: earth, winter, north, death, solitude, midnight, boundaries, identity, relationship, resource. And I was stuck on resource. That was the last one on the list, and it ended up on the 3rd line. It was like 2 lines, and then the 3rd line just has a resource on it. And so perhaps this is inviting you to reassess what you need, what you want, what you want and desire. I think many of us have been invited to do that, especially over the past couple years. And so perhaps you've got everything just the way you prefer it, or you're still making adjustments, because sometimes shift plays over time like that. So the spell, here we go. I disrupt the glamour of projection. Destruction is the gateway to creation. In the tension between endings and beginnings, I find my purpose. I am the threshold through which the past reaches out to the future, and through which the future reaches out to honor the past. I see what has been for what it is. I respect what will be, knowing what it will take to get there. I am the eye through which the ancestors thread their potential. I am precision. In the stillness and absence of external illumination, I return to myself. I empower myself to break rules. I reject convention. I reject status quo. I reject traditional for tradition's sake. Pardon me, I said that line incorrectly. I reject tradition for tradition's sake. My ceremony emboldens liberation for all. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. Wow, that's intense. And there's this force that's so powerful that it doesn't even have to force. It just is, and allows things to fall away and new to come in this non-aggressive, non-violent, this very peaceful, joyful way, even when there are these great aspects of loss and grief involved. And that was jumping out at me with this spell. Thank you so much. So beautiful. I almost want to read it again, so I think I shall. Let's see how this unfolds. Here we go. I disrupt the glamour of projection. Destruction is the gateway to creation. In the tension between endings and beginnings, I find my purpose. I am the threshold through which the past reaches out to the future, and through which the future reaches out to honor the past. I see what has been for what it is. I respect what will be, knowing what it will take to get there. I am the eye through which the ancestors thread their potential. I am precision. In the stillness and absence of external illumination, I return to myself. I empower myself to break rules. I reject conventions. I reject status quo. I reject tradition for tradition's sake. My ceremony emboldens liberation for all. So sweet. I'm cracking up because my voice had an affect at the same place each point in the spell. It was over rules, and how many of us have broken so many rules, and like, what are rules? Who's making the rules? And like, especially during this time of dismantling, for example, the patriarchy or the adoption fairy tales or the gypsy myths and all the rules that went along with those aspects. And so many of us have been working on different ways in that, and what a beautiful spell to help honor that and just empower you to do what you need to do, to help put the power back in your hands so you can do what you need to do, creating your beautiful art while you're here on this amazing planet in this brilliant space. So the guiding messages: new cycles of power begin. Gather clarity, focus intentions, speak with purpose. Let go by moving forward. Resources await. Intimacy of beginnings. Wow. Wow, that's intense, especially as we are in the middle of eclipse season. There's this full moon in Scorpio tomorrow on the 5th of May that is about letting go and just ending these cycles and starting anew and everything that goes along with that. It's just like, have your space prepared. You're for the happy and the sad, because just honoring what is, and if you're prepared, it makes it easier to flow with it and just honor it instead of fighting it, and just allow yourself to cry rainbows to your soul if you need. The first tribes have that proverb, tears are rainbows to your soul. And so just to honor those times, that the endings, and then also the beginnings of what it takes to start something new. And there could be tears involved there as well as happy times. And so to be prepared and just ready on your toes, like you're ready to, move whichever way with the flow, and honoring yourself first and foremost, because that's where you are. That's where you start. Like, put on your own air mask first, right? So, and we are right on time. This is what we've been working on, especially over the past couple years: gathering clarity, focusing intention, speaking with more purpose, and letting go by moving forward. What a beautiful vision. I'm feeling both. I'm feeling it both on the earth and both in the water. Like, you could let go by moving forward in a swim, or let go by moving forward on a hike. The different ways that plays out, and there's so many ways that plays out. But to help visualize that, if you're just in a place, then you just need to go with your mind, right? How often that happens. So how interesting about Venus in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces at 26 degrees, and then soon after that sextiling Jupiter in Aries at 27 degrees, is just giving us a heads up about this card that I brought up. A different way to look at it, a different way to play through. And even if you're not seeing this during that time period, that time span, taking a couple of days on either side of that, 3 days on either side of that, there's still maybe some bits and pieces that really resonate with you and help you move forward in the highest love and light, minding your business. So that is what I am seeing for you in this reading. Thank you so much for joining us, helping us breathe life into adoption spirit magic. Heartily, we are grateful. Until next time, ciao for now. I love you all.